Check, check, check 1 2.
Do you hear me good? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay.
Check, check, check 1 2. How you doing today, Noah?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Check, check, check 1 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Check, 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 check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Is that pretty good? Is that too loud?
No, I hear you.
Okay.
Hear you good.
There you go. Excited?
I am.
All right, let's pray before we get going. Father God, thank you for this day. Lord, thank you for all that you do for us. Lord, thank you for the opportunity to do this. Lord, I pray that we glorify you with everything we say and do. I pray that you would just bless this opportunity. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll probably go live here in another minute or two. And we're 8-3 as a team.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're also 2-1 in conference, right?
Yeah, because we
Montreat's the only
we
one.
went 2-1 with them.
I think these were preseason 3 and 4.
Really?
Yeah, I think Bryan was 4th and Milligan was 3rd, I want to say. Do you know if that's true? These teams were preseason 3rd and 4th in the AAC. I think Milligan was 3rd preseason. Check, check, check 1 2.
What? I don't think so. I think it's off.
Can you hear anything right now from on the live from the camera? I think it must be this one because it's the only one I see bouncing. Could you just press this down here? Would that, or would that turn off everything? Or if you could turn it off up there on the camera itself.
I don't know. I'd imagine there would be a mute button up there somewhere.
All right, we're probably going to need to go ahead and go live. You ready?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Go ahead and hit it.
Go over here. Wait, what?
Hit the of today's video, or of the campus rather, and we're going to go straight to the field now as Bryan College is announcing its lineups. Today for Bryan, starting things off is Parker Cosby, batting second, Daniel Dryden, batting third, Danny Marquez, batting fourth, Bryson Lofton at fifth, Bass Cooper, sixth, Bradley Prince Jr., seventh, Devin Ogg, eighth, Owen Naparowski, and ninth, Dante Morton. On the bump for the Lions is Jacob Buffington. For Milligan, starting things off for them is number 8, Brandon Morello, number 42, Angel Lobo, number 18, Brandon Spano, number 7, Anthony Guzman, number 3, Casey Hare, number 6, Caleb Berry, number 10, Jack Sutton, number 2, Logan Hullett, and number 9, Andrew Mateus. On the bump for them, number 44, Jimmy Gamboa. We're going to pause as we go to prayer and the national anthem. Stay tuned. Once again, good afternoon after the national anthem and prayer. We're all set. I'm Grayson Whaley alongside Noah Bradshaw bringing you this presentation of Bryan College baseball. This matchup against Milligan, Noah, is going to be a good one. We're the OGs. We started this thing last year, and man, it's come a long way. We've gotten some really good feedback, and it's great to be back in the booth with you, Noah.
It is really good. It's been a while since we've been back here together. I didn't really do any basketball with you, but that was kind of on me. But
Well, you were too busy wreaking havoc in the student section.
I was. I had to show my support for those boys down there for sure. But I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you back, certainly. Jacob Buffington on the bump for the Lions today. Noah, Jacob Buffington, everyone on campus knows that he's the kind of guy that has the capability to put this team on his back and throw, 70, 80 innings. But he's got to get in a rhythm. He's thrown 12 2/3 innings so far, giving up 15 hits, 9 earned runs, sporting a 6.39 ERA. And I actually got the chance to talk to him a little bit, Noah, and give him a little bit of pep talk and remind him that he is a really good pitcher. And sometimes all it takes is a little bit of a confidence boost to get you rolling. So I'm hoping, Noah, that here in this first inning he can kind of get things going and find a rhythm early on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What is he, 6'6"? 6'7"
yeah,
guy?
6'6", 6'7",
he's
something
got an
like
advantage to everybody out there when he steps onto the mound. Just being that tall, being that lanky. He's throwing the ball probably a little bit closer than what most people are. Like, the ball's coming out at a different spot than where most people are throwing it. And, he can get it up there in the high 80s.
Yeah, he certainly can. He's bumped it up there and has hit the low 90s before. But something today that he's going to have to make sure that he does is locate that fastball and then work in that slider and change up accordingly. Starting things off, of course, for Milligan is number 8, Brandon Morello. He'll be playing second base today for Milligan.
He's got a pretty good bat, 362 average to start the year off so far.
Yeah, he sure does. He's definitely proven to do some damage for them, and it's a good one to have in that lead up spot. Count goes quickly to 1-1, back-to-back fastballs there to Morello. Buffington, the 1-1 pitch. Morello swings, hits this to right field. Devin Ogg has a beat on it and catches it for out number 1.
Devin's fast out there. He gets good reads out there. He's good at making up for a ball that could beat him.
Yeah, Devin Ogg is someone that up to just a couple days ago hadn't really gotten much playing time. He played in a few developmental games and done well, and then he had the chance a couple days ago to enter into the lineup, and he made the most of it. He hit 2 bombs, so that'll pretty much solidify your spot in the lineup the next day.
Yeah, especially with the barrage, the offensive barrage that happened that game. I mean, that was insane.
Absolutely. Buffington starts this count 1-1 as well to Angel Lobo.
It looks like he's throwing it up there a little bit today. I know he was sitting around 82, I think his last start. Looks like he's sitting a little bit higher than that today.
Yeah, I actually got the chance, as I mentioned earlier, to talk to Buffington yesterday. And he said he thought his velo was down last week. His body just didn't feel good. He said I made the mistake of maxing out my deadlift just a couple days before. And he said, I just think it kind of shot my system a little bit. Lobo facing the 2-ball, 2-strike count here, 1 down in the top of the first. This one swung on, hit deep to right field, and this one gets out in a hurry. Angel Lobo takes Buffington deep to get things started for Milligan.
That is his first one of the year. Sophomore hitting .381 on the year, though, swinging a good stick so far. Starting off hot this game.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better if you're a Milligan fan than starting off with a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. It really just looked like a good piece of hitting there from Lobo. Just went with the pitch, Noah, and took it the other way and took it on out of here.
He did. He definitely gave that one a ride backside, sat back on it, waited, and just drove it out there.
Maybe their most dangerous hitter up to the plate. We're going to highlight him in today's matchup. The first baseman, Braden Spano, sporting a .365 average. He's tied for the lead in home runs on Milligan's baseball team.
And tied with 3 with Caleb Berry. They got a few guys swinging the stick pretty good so far. A lot of guys up over the 300 mark so far.
Yeah, we were talking, Noah, a little bit before the game. Good slider there by Buffington. But we were talking a little bit before the game, Noah, about this matchup this weekend. It's such a big one. Both of these teams 2-1 in the conference after the first weekend of AAC action. So whoever takes this series is going to be setting themselves up for success because both of these teams are and really the expectations, I should say, are really high. They came in Milligan with preseason rankings of 3rd in the AAC, and Bryan was 4th. So a lot to be decided so early on. Good pitch there from Buffington has Spano waving at it for strike 3.
I think this could be a real big series for Bryan. I mean, I think, like, winning this series 2-1 or even a sweep here would be huge for them. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they received votes after if they won the series. I mean, the way they've been playing, the way they handled Lindsey Wilson the other day, who was also a really good team. Lions are rolling right now.
Yeah, we were talking, and from up here, it's sometimes hard to tell. Good pitch there from Buffington for strike 1. It's sometimes hard to tell up here, what the pitcher has to offer. But that first guy for Lindsey Wilson was pumping in there in the low 90s, and our guys were shelling him. This one's hit deep to left field as well, and this one is out of here as well. Wow, just like that, Anthony Guzman, the cleanup hitter, goes ahead and takes the 2-0 lead for Milligan.
Yeah, I mean, he got inside on that one and gave that one a ride for sure. I mean, left center here is pretty deep, and he just line drive that one right out of the park. But as we saw Tuesday night, I mean, the ball gets out of here.
Yeah, this is certainly not a pitcher's park by any means. Of course, both of those that were hit really well by both Lobo and Guzman. Buffington gets ahead here.
I think he's got his slider working really good today so far.
That's probably his best pitch, and I think he'd even say the same thing. That I actually played a little catch with him yesterday, and that thing moves a ton as you see it there again. And that one had Casey Hare, the DH for today's game from Milligan, swinging and whiffing. If you're Buffington here, no, you can't give Hare anything to hit. 0-2 way ahead.
Yeah, you got him down. You got to just put him down.
Slider left a little bit inside, kind of backs up on him.
And lefty definitely favors Buff right here, so you got to hope he makes his pitch right here and get out of this inning.
Fastball there right down the pipe. Sits him down. So 2 hits, both of them go over the fence. Milligan takes a quick 2-0 lead. We'll be back for more action here. We'll see you in the bottom of the first inning. Stay tuned for more baseball action here in mountainous Dayton, Tennessee on this beautiful day.
Should I play a commercial? Let's go with Can you hear anything?
We're back and ready for the bottom of the first inning. Getting things started for the Lions is number 5, Parker Cosby. And last game, no, it didn't take him no time to get things started for the Lions.
It did not.
Swinging at the first pitch there, trying to do a little damage.
I think what was it, a 1-1 count, and he just took a middle fastball and.
Yeah, he drowned that baseball in the pond back there. Breaking ball breaks a bit too much there. Evens the count up 1-1. The 1-1 pitch swung on, rolled over to the third baseman. The third baseman makes a play. A wide throw there. But the first baseman handles it cleanly. That's Braden Spano over there for out number 1.
Parker's been aggressive in his ABs so far. He's really trying to attack the pitches early and often, which is what we wanted to, especially as a leadoff hitter, try to get whatever you can early.
Well, that's something too, Noah, that I wish leadoff hitters would do more often, because from a pitcher's perspective, you're trying to, when you start the game, you're trying to establish the zone, get in the zone, and kind of live there. And those hitters can really take advantage of that.
Definitely, and sometimes as a starter, like I know last game, that guy was trying to establish his fastball, and we did not let him.
No.
And then that's a big thing. If leadoff guy gets on that fastball early, he can get a guy in trouble.
Big swing there from Dryden, fouls it off there. Now let's talk a little bit about the pitcher for Milligan, Jimmy Gamboa. He is a right-handed graduate student. He's thrown 10 2/3 innings. He has a 10.13 strikeouts per 9 innings, so that's impressive. And he's sporting a .84 ERA. Definitely one of their better arms.
Yeah, I mean, that ERA right there is really something to look at. He's just not letting up many runs at all.
This 2-2 breaking ball breaks a bit too much into the other batter's box. So the count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The full count pitch swung on, shot down the left field line. That's fair. Bryan takes a wide turn and thinks about to and thinks better of it. Daniel Dryden goes ahead and says, I'll stay hot for this one.
Yeah, he had a game last Tuesday.
You ain't kidding. He had 3 home runs in the game against Lindsey Wilson and on Bryan's way to setting a new school record for most home runs in a single game. And he gets things started for the Lions here in the bottom of the first. That brings up Danny Marquez, and Marquez shoots one out to left field. This one's back. The left fielder makes a great play at the warning track, and that'll send Dryden back to first.
It's a good shot there by Danny. Just got a little on top of it. Gets it up a little bit more. Probably looking at a 2-run home run, more than likely.
Yeah, that one was shot out of a cannon, but just didn't quite have the launch angle to get out of here. This is someone that we can hardly forget to mention, Bryson Lofton here. He didn't get to play in the last game, and neither did Dante Morton after a tragic loss of one of their friends' fathers. But they're back for this one, and Bryson Lofton is hitting .447 on the year, leads the team even after not playing a game in RBIs, and is tied for home runs as well.
Yeah, he's had himself quite a year. I mean, he came into the fall hitting well, slumped a little bit towards the end, and it's picked it up very good to start off the year so far. So he's been huge.
Yeah, and he'll be huge for Bryan's success in either direction. If he's swinging the bat well there in the 3-hole, or in the 4-hole rather, then Bryan's probably going to do a good job. He rolls that one over to the second baseman, and the play is fielded nicely there for out number 3. So that'll be the end of one complete inning, and after one, Milligan up 2-0. Stay tuned.
Sounds good.
Oh, hey. How are you? Huh?
Hannah Bert.
Oh, nice. Oh, she got you a sweet tea.
Oh, thank you.
Doing okay? Can I have a hug real quick? I'm about to have to go on. We're back, and Milligan, Noah, had a huge first inning there, 2 home runs. They go ahead and take the quick lead, and how important is that for them in this series to kind of get things rolling early?
It's very important. I mean, if you get up early, get up often, I mean, good to keep your foot on the gas. Of course, we hope that we are able to overcome that. I mean, 2-0 isn't, I mean, compared to our 20 runs last game, us being down 2 is not that hard to get out of. Not a big hole yet, so.
Yeah, and of course, if you're the coach of Milligan, you have to remind your guys, this one's shot into center field, and Dryden makes a good play on it, and will keep the runner at first. But if you're Milligan, you're going to have to remind your team that you better keep your foot on the gas, because this team will not be going anywhere. It doesn't take anything for this team to run through the lineup in a single inning and put up an 8 spot.
No, it does not, and they proved that Tuesday. I still can't get over that game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, of course, mentioned before, they set the school record in home runs in a single game. They won the game 20-5, and they were playing no slouch. Lindsey Wilson's a good ball club.
Actually, just came off 2 back-to-back series wins against both teams who were receiving votes they played. So
now, am I wrong in this, Noah? Did Lindsey Wilson, did they play Milligan?
I don't.
Or am I wrong in that?
I think they played him in a game, but I don't think they played him in a series.
Okay.
I think they beat him 7-0 is what I saw earlier when we were looking.
Okay.
Just in a regular game, though, at the beginning of the year.
I wouldn't think they'd play a non-conference team, maybe unless it's the very first series of the season. The count is 2-1 here. Leadoff hitter is on. Buffington's going to have to get in a little bit of a groove here. A ground ball would be huge for him right now.
Yeah, that'd be real nice for him.
The 2-1 pitch on its way. This one's hit to deep left field. Bradley Prince Jr. camps out under it right in front of the warning track for out number 1. So at this point, outside of a strikeout, nothing's really come easy for Buffington.
No, and it's just been a few, I think, just missed locations with his fastball. I mean, look at his sliders working pretty good. I think he's just missed his fastball a few times, and they've made him pay for it, unfortunately.
Caleb Berry over there at first with a liberal lead. This one's fouled off. Jack Sutton at the plate for Milligan. Or sorry, that's Logan Hullett at the plate in the 8-hole. Buffington ahead, no balls, 1 strike. Runner takes off. And Hullett might have saved a stolen base there by swinging and fouling that one off. Great jump there by Berry at first.
Yeah, Parker's a good catcher, but I don't think he had a chance at that one.
Buffington there didn't seem too concerned about the runner either. A little bit more of a conservative lead over there at first. The 0-2 pitch on its way. This one's hit deep to left field, and Hullett is going to send this one on out of here. So once again, the long ball plagues Jacob Buffington, and Milligan takes a 4-0 lead in the top of the second.
Was that a fastball again?
Yeah, it was a fastball, and it was an 0-2 pitch as well.
Yeah, slider's working good today, but his fastball, he's just missing location with it, so.
So this is going to round off the lineup here with number 9, Andrew Mateus. Mateus shows bunt and fouls it off. It just seems like his misses are just a little bit too much over the plate, especially there with 2 strikes. I would have liked to have seen him maybe bury a slider kind of into the back foot of Hullett.
Definitely like to see something other than a grooved fastball, that's for sure.
That slider just misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike now. The 1-1 pitch. His fastball misses just outside. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch on its way. Swung on there. I think that was a changeup to Mateus. A good pitch.
I don't think he's used that too much today.
It doesn't look like it. Of course, that's a harder pitch to see from up here.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch on its way. Fastball inside. Has him swinging. Strike 3, out number 2. That's going to flip the lineup back over to a dangerous hitter in Brandon Morello. Morello led this game off with an out, but then Angel Lobo turned around and hit a home run there in the top of the first.
Yeah, you'd like to get out of this inning without any more damage, so it'd be just big just to get this guy out and let our lineup get rolling.
You know, of course, it's only the second inning, so it's certainly nothing to panic about if you're the Lions. I mean, still a ton of time to do your damage on the offensive side.
Definitely. I think so far this year, our pen's something we can really look at going towards. We don't have to be scared to go to our pen this year.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, I think you're right in that. I would say in total, our pitching staff has done a really good job. Morello, Buffington, the 1-2 pitch, sends this one into shallow center field. Right to Daniel Dryden for out number 3, and that'll be the end of the top of the first. But not before another home run is tacked on, and that puts another 2 runs there on the board for Milligan. They lead this one 4-0. Stay tuned for the bottom half of the inning.
Should I do commercial again?
Yeah, thank you. We're back, and Bass Cooper's going to look to get things started here for the Lions in the bottom of the second. And Noah, they kind of need it, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They need him to get them started right here. He's been hitting good this year too, so definitely wouldn't be a shock right now if he gets this inning started with a bang.
There's 3 guys tied for the home run lead, and he's one of them, sitting at 4 home runs on the season. Of course, there in company with him is Bryson Lofton and Daniel Dryden.
It's a crazy thing that he was one of the only guys that didn't hit a home run the other night.
I know. I was telling several people that if you would have told me that the Lions would have hit 10 home runs, and in their lineup, Kiko Garcia and Bass Cooper wouldn't have been 2 of the guys that would have contributed, I would have thought you were crazy.
Definitely.
But Cooper sends this one deep to left field at the warning track, and what a play there by the center fielder out there. That's Anthony Guzman.
He just missed that one. He just got underneath that one.
That was about 5 feet away from being the first runs of the game for the Lions.
That was definitely hitting the sign out there because, I mean, the center fielder's the one that caught it. So
Bradley Prince Jr. up at the plate now for the Lions. Of course, I would say Prince Jr. is one of the more authentic, true hitters in this lineup. He's, to me personally, one of the more fun guys to watch at the plate. He shoots this one right up the middle, and he'll tack on the second hit of the game for the Lions here with 1 out in the bottom of the second.
He's so consistent. I mean, you can almost always count on him to get a base hit. It's just what he does. He has the power to drive the ball to the yard, but he just gets hits, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, the thing about him too that I really enjoy watching is just how he handles his at-bats. Is even when this right now, if you're a Lions fan, Bradley Prince is considered to be struggling. He's hitting .282 and has a .391 on base percentage, so not struggling by any means, really, as Ogg sends this one into the right field corner. This has double written all over it, and that's going to bring Prince to third, and Ogg with the stand-up double.
Ogg picking up right where he left off from the game the other night, so that's good to see.
He's telling him, Noah, that not only am I going to be in the lineup, you're going to have to start moving me up a little bit more.
He's hungry right now, and you can see it. He's proven his way to, like you said, get in the lineup and make his way up in the order.
He hit, an absolute moonshot. I think he bounced it off of the moon a couple nights ago when he hit that one later in the game.
And it was lefty-lefty. It was a lefty-lefty home run, too, which, as everybody knows, those are kind of rare. So for him to hit a ball that far.
Oh, and Naparowski at the plate now for the Lions. He shoots one down the left field line. This is going to score 1, and now it's going to score 2. So Naparowski puts the Lions on the board here in the bottom of the second.
And that's huge right there for Bryan. Just not only score the runs there, but for him to get going. That's a guy who really need to get going, who hasn't necessarily been going as much as we'd like for him to so far.
No, you're certainly right, Noah. He's hitting .256 on the year, and he's one of the guys that out of the fall coming into the spring, we really thought he was going to be up there near the 400 mark as well as he was hitting the ball. Breaking ball there to Dante Morton, who was missing in action in last game due to tragic circumstances, is back in the lineup here in the 9-hole, trying to keep things going for the Lions. Breaking ball a little bit too wide there.
For Dante Morton to be a 9-hole hitter, it's a really good lineup you got if he's hitting your 9 spot because he's a great hitter.
Yeah, he's hitting a measly .333 on the year in the 9 spot.
And he has some pop. He has very sneaky pop.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. The 1-1 pitch there misses. And Jimmy Gamboa has himself in a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the second. Naparowski at first. Morton at the plate. The 2-1 pitch. This one's sent high down the right field line. And a great play there by the second baseman records out number 2. Parker Cosby at the plate now. And this is one of my favorite things about watching Bryan play, and I'm sure you're going to agree with this, Noah, is when this lineup flips over, it's just one of the most beautiful things about watching this team is when this lineup flips over, it's like, all right, we're ready to start wreaking some havoc once again, especially like this inning when the bottom half of the order does the damage.
Oh, yeah.
Back pick there from Hollett nearly has Naparowski there at first.
No, I would agree with you completely on that. I mean, when you're bottom lineup, it gets you going to start the game. It don't want to just makes your top of your lineup want to get going, you know? Makes them even more hungry.
When that lineup flips over, it's just puts a smile on my face. This one's shot over there third. They make the easy out there at second to get Naparowski, and that's going to end the bottom of the second inning. But not before the Lions strike. They cut the lead in half, 4-2. We'll be back. Hey, Christian, come here real quick. You what? Yeah.
Yeah, we made sure of that.
Well, let's turn way down. I got some beef about this song now, and there's a reason why. Have you heard Daniel's song that he's playing?
Daniel Cox?
Yeah.
No, what song is it?
It's Soldier Boy. You know what's said in Soldier Boy? Way worse than what I say in my song.
You need to let Ellen know.
That's what I'm saying. Like I have some arguments to be made.
She's just not a Christian, I guess. Hey, are we playing 7 or 9 today?
9.
9 today.
Yeah.
2 for 2 sevens tomorrow, or are they both 9 tomorrow?
I would imagine 2 sevens, but not for sure.
Yeah, change pitchers.
Tanner Everett.
Tanner, 2 6.
Tanner Everett.
Tanner Everett.
Anna Grace told me. Please pray for me.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that.
She'll never view that hill the same again.
Hope Tanner does good. He's been pitching real well so far.
I hate that for Buff. Golly, I hate that. He's someone that we need to get going.
We need him to be playing like he was at the end of the year last year. Because he was insane.
You have a good prayer time with Anna Grace? Good.
Yeah, we're starting back on Mondays next week. It's just been weird with all these things. I think that'll be better though.
Yeah.
Today, while my kids were at art, my kids didn't get activity today because we have like pretty much a substance shortage is bad. Tyler Brown is gonna have tournaments, so they're like, you have 10 kids today.
Wow.
Crap. So they had art though. I fell asleep in my beanbags during art, and I woke up and I had drool. I'm more tired than normal.
Yeah. Beautiful today. You should have been outside, beautiful as it was. We're back and a new pitcher in for the Lions and Tanner Everett, a freshman, Noah, who you're probably closer to than I am, but he's done really well so far this season.
Yeah, he's had a really good start to the season, especially coming in, and they didn't really know what his place was going to be in the coming season. Now he's one of their main guys that they're counting on right now. So
Yeah, they're just kind of feeding the hot hand. He's done really well the last couple weekends, and why not use the guy that's hot? It's like not throwing the basketball to Steph Curry when he's made 4 threes in a row, you know.
exactly.
Falls behind here to Lobo, who we found out earlier today that he's got more than a little bit of pop.
Yeah, he definitely showed some power there hitting that ball backside like he did.
The 2-1 pitch, fastball there outside corner, strike 2. Counts all even at 2 balls, 2 strikes apiece. The 2-2 pitch from Everett on its way. Kind of gassed up the fastball, surprised Lobo a little bit, but he fights it off foul.
Yeah, I think Tanner sits around mid 80s.
Yeah.
I think he sits around 85, 84, 85. I think is where he normally sits.
The 2-2 pitch once again just misses outside. He might have gotten that call if Cosby was set up out there, but he missed his spot a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Count all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The breaking ball has Lobo waving at it for strike 3. Good start there from Everett.
That was a really good start from him. And I love seeing him pitch good. He's a great dude. He's on my hall. Guy I've got pretty close with this year, so I love seeing him be able to pitch the way he has been.
If you don't know what Noah means by on his hall, Noah is is a resident assistant here at Bryan in the Woodley dormitories. This one over there to Marquez at short. Good pick there at first from Cooper for out number 2.
Fast start for Tanner so far.
Yeah, it sure is. And you're right, Noah. I'm just kind of looking at the stats here. Everett through now, I guess, 8 1/3 innings, has a 1.17 ERA with 9 strikeouts now after that one just a minute ago.
You know, the ERA has gone down a little bit with those 2 outs.
Yeah. Everett spikes that one in the turf, falls behind. 1 ball, no strikes against, what was that? Trying to get it. I guess that's Anthony Guzman. He made a good play out in center earlier today, Noah.
He did. Was it the one that ran down Bass's out there?
Yeah, right there at
Yeah.
that volunteer Ridapest sign.
It's a tough catch, honestly. I don't think we gave it enough credit because, I mean, left fielder was right there, too, right in front of him.
The 1-1 pitch outside corner just misses. Good pitch there from Everett.
Yeah, you know, that one had to have just missed out there.
Everett behind, 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs here. That one missed just low to Guzman. So Guzman way ahead here in the hitter's count, 3 balls and a strike. Trying to get something going here with 2 outs.
Oh.
Goodness gracious, he sends this one into orbit, but it's foul.
Oh, my. That
That was way.
ball was hit hard and far. Good thing it wasn't in play.
That's just a very long strike. Brings us to the payoff pitch. All full. Here's the pitch. And rings him up outside corner. Guzman not happy about it. But the umpire rings him up anyway. So Tanner Everett comes in, makes a statement, keeps the score 4-2. We'll be back for the bottom of the 3rd.
I love that he's pitching good, dude.
I know. You all set? You all set?
What? That's my guy.
Thank you for bringing this. Hannah said the group we're going with is rough.
They're crazy now. There's some normal ones, but there's enough that I'm like
Opelousas.
as in like, just like, well, it might be because I'm not here and I don't know them, so there's like automatically a disconnect. But there was one girl, she was freshman. Dr. Satan's daughter thought she was high. She was just super slow to like process stuff, and she licked Dr. Satan's salt lamp rock because she literally went pick it up. She's like, oh, this is pretty, and Dr. Saint was telling me this, and she was like, does it have salt on it? And Dr. Saint was like, oh, I don't know. And she licked it.
Interesting. Huh.
Oh, the nerves. We're back for the bottom of the 3rd inning, and Daniel Dryden getting things started for the Lions. Takes a first pitch hack there, fouls it off back behind him. This is a pretty big inning here for the pitcher in Milligan and number 44, Jimmy Gamboa, because once that lineup turns over for the first time and you start having to face that heart of the order again, you can start getting those guys out again, then you usually have a pretty decent outing. This one's hit down the left field line, foul.
Yeah, definitely that. The second time through, I was always kind of almost what makes or breaks your start. You know, like if you go deal through it too, then you're probably gonna have a really good day and a long outing.
Yep, I would agree. Dryden behind the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes, but he sends this one deep to right field. Dryden's going to stay hot, and he shoots it over the scoreboard and gone.
Wow. Backside over the scoreboard. That's impressive.
Cuts the lead to 1 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The score is now 4-3.
I mean, that's a big man homer right there. You don't see that too often here, even as well as the ball flies.
So now Dryden takes the sole possession of leading the team in home runs. He now has 5 on this early campaign. Lions cut that lead back to 1, and we're making that reference earlier is if you're Milligan, you cannot let your guys let up off the gas. Even a 4-0 lead, an 8-0 lead is not safe with this team.
We hit 10 home runs and 8-0 lead. I mean, we hit more home runs than that lead would be. So, yeah, I mean, these definitely has the potential for this lineup to just explode at any point.
So, Dryden has 2 pieces of the cycle complete now with a single and a home run.
It's 2 for 2 on the day.
Yeah.
So.
Now you got to get step 1 and 2 done before you can get the other 2 done, right?
That's right.
The 2-2 pitch a little errant here. The count is full for Danny Marquez.
Be a big fan to get on here because who we got coming up next?
The pitch from Gamboa. Big swing there from Marquez.
Yeah, that was a healthy hack for sure. I mean,
he never sells himself short, does he?
he does not.
You know how we can tell that? Because his helmet almost flies off every time he swings the bat.
Yeah. He's been impressive this year. Guy was given an opportunity, and he is not. He's really just taking that rant with it. Honestly, he's been good this year.
Yeah, he really has, and he's been really good in the field as well. 3-2 pitch is going to ring Marquez up, and there's no complaining there because that was a strikeout in the last inning as well.
Yeah, it was a pretty good painted pitch right there. So
that had Guzman frozen that same exact pitch from Everett. So there's not much argument there. It's, to me, seemed like the umpire pretty consistent there on that call in the outside corner.
see how that plays out because that could be a big pitch for both teams.
Yeah. Bryson Lofton shoots one down into left field. That one's out of here. And just like that, like we said, you better watch out, and this game is all tied up.
I mean, this lineup has just been it's been hot the last 2 games. I mean, we didn't really get to see what happened against Monterey because we weren't there, and I know they had some good hits there, but I mean the last 2 games, this lineup has just been they've been hitting the ball everywhere, all over the yard, out of the yard. It don't matter where they're hitting it there.
This lineup is made up of daggers. They'll stab you with any piece of it. And 1 through 9 can really do some damage.
It really is a team that 1 through 9 can go yard at any time because I mean even Dante Morton hitting a 9-hole, he has some serious pop in his bat.
Bass Cooper kind of gets his hands tied in there on the fastball inside.
And when you got Bradley Prince and Devin Oggs as your 5 and 6, that's just it's deadly.
Big swing there from Cooper sends this one back into the parking lot. The count now 1-2 to Cooper. The pitch, the swing, this one, he didn't get all of it into shallow right center field, and the right fielder makes a play on it for out number 2.
Right field came out of nowhere right there to make that play. I was not expecting him to catch that.
Yeah, it did. Apparently, Caleb Berry felt like showing off his wheels out there. Bradley Prince Jr. up at the plate now. This one nearly plunks him. So right when Daniel Dryden got the sole possession of leading in home runs, Bryson Lofton had an answer to tie it back up.
Yeah, he did.
Bradley Prince Jr. rolls this one over to the second base. The second baseman fields it cleanly, fires it over there to Spano for out number 3. But just like that, this game's all tied up at 4 after 3 complete innings. Stay tuned for more baseball action. Duffington had his windshield broken out right there. He parked right there last year. On the road. It's far away.
Well, remember his car hit up there too.
Did it?
Yeah, like an inch or something. It bounced up over there. And he was like, "How? What the heck?"
Did it break anything or didn't
No,
it?
it just kind of bouncing like kind of just hit.
My car got hit my sophomore year, I think, and dented it.
Really?
Yep. Were your kids good today? Yeah.
Keep driving hit another bomb.
Yep.
Yeah, over the scoreboard, backside. They caught both.
Hey, Mooks. How y'all doing?
Is that 2-run order?
No.
We're back, and Tanner Everett remains on the bump for the Lions, and Casey Hare, the DH for today's game for Milligan, is going to get things started for them in the top of the fourth.
And you got to think they're going to try to ride Tanner to pretty deep into this game.
Yeah, I would think so. He's done a really good job of that kind of middle relief position that he's kind of held on to here early on in the season.
And rumors has it they're looking at possibly making him a starter. I mean, they've been looking to solidify that rotation, and the guy they're looking at right now heavily.
Well, there's a lot of guys that are kind of competing for that position. Of course, Buffington and Cam Harvey, Cam Fuquay, and Tanner Everett all kind of there in the mix as they try to solidify this rotation early on in the season.
Yeah, because we got one spot already pretty solidified, and Tanner Moylan is. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon.
No, certainly not. He played last week, and if you're wondering, he pitched a 9-inning complete game against Montreat. He's done really well so far.
Yeah, he's been incredible.
Pitch from Everett swung on and missed, and Casey Hare is down on strikes. And Everett continues to deal.
He's a location guy for sure. He does not miss his spots.
Yeah, he's got really good command, and I think he has a good mix of pitches that can kind of keep hitters on their toes. This one is swung on, and Milligan has an answer. This one is shot into the pond back behind left field, and Milligan's going to reclaim the lead here on the top of the fourth.
Yeah, that was not a cheapie either. The ball was hit pretty good.
Yeah, Caleb Berry, he didn't miss much of that, did he?
No, I don't think so.
Of course, he was one of the guys that we wanted to highlight coming into the game. He's hitting .370 on the year with a .423 on-base percentage, and that's his fourth home run of the season.
Also has been almost working his way up to that 20 RBI mark already in just 13 games. This will be the 14th.
Good pitch there from Everett. Gets ahead, no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch to Sutton. Just misses, evens the count back up at 1 ball, 1 strike apiece. One down here in the top of the fourth. If you're just now tuning in, Milligan leading 5-4 here early, the top of the fourth inning. Grayson Whaley alongside Noah Bradshaw bringing you this presentation of AAC baseball, this matchup between Bryan College and Milligan. Breaking ball breaks a little too much. Evens the count back up at 2.
Tanner needs to bury this kid right here and go ahead and get out of here. Or this batter.
2-2 pitch, another breaking ball, misses low and outside. Count is all full. Three-two pitch to Sutton. This one misses low. And Sutton improves that already impressive on-base percentage. Just a little bit more here. It's going to bring up Logan Hullett. Hullett already went deep once in this game. Now with a runner on, he'll have another chance to do some damage here. Fouls this one off the light pole.
Like Tanner got him in right there. A little late on that swing.
Everett has Hullett. No balls and a strike here. The 0-1 pitch. Slider slides a bit too much.
Looks like he's having some command issues, that slider, this inning so far.
The 1-1 pitch on its way. This one misses low. Everett's going to need to settle in just a little bit here in the top of the fourth. Seems a little bit rattled after that home run.
Yeah, kind of needs to hit the reset button right here and go back at him.
2-1 pitch misses high and tight. 3-1 now. Everett misses inside once again, and so back-to-back walks. Puts runners at first and second. It's going to round off the order with Andrew Mateus batting in the 9-hole.
Hope he settles in this inning and gets out of this without too much more damage. Maybe get it to where no more damage, but you'd like them to limit it here and not let it get any worse.
He's a ground ball away from getting out of this, especially with that lethal middle infield and Danny Marquez and Dante Morton. Two of the fastest hands on the team as far as fielding goes.
Definitely.
Mateus digs in at the plate. 2 runners on. That fastball catches, and perhaps the meeting there at the mound between Cosby and Everett proves to be beneficial. The 0-1 pitch from Everett. Breaking ball misses once again. As you mentioned, though, it does look like he's struggling just a little bit with that breaking ball.
Yeah, it was something he was using pretty good the first inning he came in, and this inning just doesn't seem to have it.
Seems like he's just yanking it just a little bit. 1-1 pitch. This one shot way up in the air. Ogg and Morton converging. Ogg takes command and catches it for out number 2.
It's a big out right there for Tanner.
Yeah, and that gave me a little bit of paranoia because I remember that play last year being one of those things that it seemed like we could never make that play out there in that no man's land between right field and second base. But Ogg did the right thing and took command out there.
Yeah, that was definitely the right play for him to make.
Brandon Morello back up at the plate, so the lineup is flipped over here with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Fouls that one off. Everett gets ahead.
I feel like these lineups are flipping pretty quick this game.
Yeah, they are. Both of these teams have made pretty good work of their offense so far. Milligan with 5 hits, 5 runs. Bryan with 6 hits and 4 runs. Breaking ball shot to Marquez. He's going to take the easy play to second for out number 3. But not before Milligan puts another one on the board, takes the lead 5-4. Stay tuned for the bottom half.
Oh, really? Did I tell you what I missed today?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous about that.
Really?
The reason why is I taught ESL and I love them to death. Love them to death. But the concern I have is I have no ESL kids in my class. So if she cannot speak English or English, like none of us can help her. And we have like Bailey has ESL, Kelly has ESL. Like I feel like depending on her level of English,
Very fine.
yes, but Bryan's got one that's practically kindergarten.
Really?
It's bad. But see, she has the sped kids, so it makes sense. But for me, I have high kids, so it's not going to make sense. I can't tailor it.
Was Abriel ESL?
He was brilliant, but I read her papers, and they only speak Spanish at home. She is of Guatemalan descent, and Bailey thinks it might be a migrant situation. She said because a lot of times they'll come in at this time and then they end up leaving. And they'll go to like Florida or something because their parents migrate to work. So it's just going to be hard because we've already built like a family unit. You know what I mean?
Do that one more though, but
I know that, but do you know what I'm trying to say? It's like we already kind of have this like established
oh yeah.
unit.
But it's like adding one more member.
Yeah, well, I told them. They were excited. But I think Bailey needs to start tapering because Bailey's like, it makes more sense if I got her. Which I get her point.
Right.
She has kids that can communicate.
Yeah. Maybe they'll be fun though. Devin Ogg gonna come up, see if he can do some more damage here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Watches the first one go by for a ball.
Was he 2 for 2 today, right? Is that, or is he?
Yeah, I think so. And this
Mm.
was shot high into center field. Man, that's way on up there.
I lost it.
Center fielder camped out under it and caught it for out number 1. Owen Naparowski at the plate now for the Lions. Seeing if the bottom of the order can do a little bit of damage once again. Naparowski sends this one down the left field line, just foul.
That was close. That was not far from being fair at all.
No.
He's swinging a pretty aggressive stick today too so far. What you like to see, especially when he's been struggling a tad bit. Like to still see him be aggressive at the plate.
Yeah, Owen is the transfer from LSU Shreveport, and if you're familiar with the NAIA, that's a really good ball club down there. But he made the move to Bryan, and the native Canadian has been really liked here in Dayton, Tennessee. This one is sent up way into the air and caught down the first base line by Staten, or by Spano rather, for round number 2.
I'm not sure he saw that one all the way. It looked like he kind of panic ran in right there and got that one.
This is a weird time of the day, though, Noah, where those shadows are kind of setting in and it's still bright in the sky and it's kind of hard to see the baseball.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's really hard to see it here just whenever it gets above those lights.
Yep. This one in there for strike 1 on Dante Morton. Looking to put his name in the stat sheet with a hit here. Gamboa with a 1-1 count against Morton. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. 5-4 ball game, Milligan leading. Just outside. Count now in Morton's favor, 2 balls and a strike. Morton chops this one down the line, foul.
Wouldn't mind seeing a 2-out rally here. Flip the lineup over and get something going maybe. Get that run back.
Yeah, you're a
single and a ball in the gap away from scoring a run with him.
Yeah, and that was just off the plate. Anthony Guzman out there in center field probably saying, that seemed like the pitch that I got ring up on. Full count pitch. Morton fights it off, stays alive. Yeah, you're not, at any point with this lineup, you're not too far away from doing some damage.
Not at all.
Count all full. This one misses just a tad low, and Morton will be on base with 2 outs, and he is a running threat certainly over there at first.
Yeah, I'd say here, ball in the gap, he's almost guaranteed to score, I would imagine, with his speed.
He's got 4 stolen bases in 10 games. They might go ahead and try to steal him here with 2 down to see if they can go ahead and get a runner in scoring position.
He's got a pretty good lead.
They pick off over there, keeping Morton honest. Dives back safely. Oh, pitch there to Cosby, misses low and outside, so Cosby in a hitter's count, 1 ball, no strikes.
Burger's grounded out twice third today. I'd like to see him maybe lift something a little bit, try
Yeah.
to get the ball in the outfield.
The 1-0 pitch. Fastball catches the outside part. A ball and a strike apiece now with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Gamboa comes set here. And Morton takes off. The strike is called. And Morton slides in there safely. They did what I suspected they would. They get Morton in scoring position.
And now a hit definitely guarantees a run.
I wonder if Cosby felt like the bat was taken out of his hands just a little bit there, because that ball was almost right down the middle and he didn't swing at it.
Yeah, I think Dante probably had a good jump, and he probably just tried to let him get over there.
Cosby sends this one into fairly deep center field. And the center fielder camps out under it, makes the catch for out number 3. So the Lions fall short here in the bottom of the 4th. They don't score any. The score remains 5-4, Milligan on top. Stay tuned here in Dayton, Tennessee for more baseball action.
This game's been quick.
I know, it is moving quickly. What time's y'all's RA meeting?
Christian, what time we meeting tonight? 8? What time do we meet tonight? Okay. Just making sure of that. Because it should be over. Huh? I should be able to do 8 with the way this game's going. It's already in the 5th inning. Oh, I mean, I'm fine with 8:30 too. I just didn't know if this game was going to be a while because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it on time, but I think I should be good.
What? What was zoned out?
Dance with me. I haven't turned my papers in yet for the trip. I need to do that. But
I sent mine today.
Really? Good.
I hadn't gotten mine.
You have to go to talk to Holland.
You can also, I can email you the forms if you want to print them.
That's true.
That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's good. Make sure, because I was like, golly, I keep seeing it in my bag, keep remembering
She
them.
told me yesterday that no, like she didn't have any bad papers.
Oh, okay, good.
Because I don't think,
Not good,
Roxanne
but-
says that department rolls off like the seat of their pants. So I don't think they're like.
I was about to say, I hadn't got nothing. I don't even remember hearing anything about papers until you mentioned it. We're back for the top of the 5th inning. Tanner Everett, of course, remains on the bump for the Lions. Angel Lobo back at the dish. Did some damage earlier in this game.
What do they have? They have 3 on the day so far? Yeah.
Sharp line drive ground ball over there to Morton. Fields it nicely over there, fires it to Cooper at first for out number 1.
That ball was hit pretty good. That's for sure.
Yeah, he caught most of that one.
Yeah, right in the gut.
So that's going to bring up Braden Spano. 3-hole hitter. We have him highlighted in today's game. Sporting a 365 average, a 615 slugging percentage as well. But he falls to the strikeouts quite a bit, of course, many power hitters do. This one's sent down the right field line, drifting and foul.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier about him looking at that. He struck out a good bit of times for sure. I mean, what is it, 15?
15 out of
Yeah.
52 at bats. And I think he struck out earlier today, so maybe 1 or 2 more added to that total.
He's had to fill this early in the year. 15's quite a bit.
Everett just misses low and inside there. Maybe a good setup pitch for a breaking ball in the outer half. 1-2 pitch. Another ground ball over there to Morton. Another good play for out number 2.
He has such good hands over there. It's fun to watch.
You know, sometimes with this dirt infield, a lot of these teams are moving to turf and at this level of baseball, but this dirt infield, he can get some funky hops, and it's to me a fun part of the game to see how infielders react to him. But he's got a really good reaction. And Anthony Guzman back at the plate, the cleanup hitter for Milligan. Looking to try to get things going here with 2 outs at the top of the 5th. Everett working nicely here. Guzman shoots one straight up the elevator shaft. Cooper trying to make a play on it, and he does for out number 3. So Everett working nicely there in the top of the 5th, Noah.
Yeah, that was a great bounce back inning for him for sure.
He's going to kind of hand the reins over to the middle of the order for the Lions and see what they can do. And we'll be back, and we'll see what happens. You sent it to commercial.
Somebody just threw the ball in center field.
I know. Thank you, Hannah. back from the commercial break here for the bottom of the 5th inning, and the man who is hot in this lineup, Daniel Dryden, up at the plate.
Mm.
Free swinging righty, shoots this one down the right field line, foul.
There you go. Oh.
Splashed over there in a puddle of water, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So Dryden digs back in, and Jimmy Gamboa remains on the bump. He's done pretty good for them today. Dryden sends this one into shallow center, and what a play out there by Anthony Guzman for out number 1, the diving catch.
That's 2 really good plays he's had today, so he's dangerous out there for sure.
In the back of my head, I was thinking, okay, if he dives and misses that, then maybe Dryden can get that other leg of the cycle and go ahead and get the hard one out of the way and get that triple. But
The way
good
this
play
field
out
is,
there.
though, you dive and miss the ball here, you're likely to get it inside the park home run as deep as it is out there.
I know it. Danny Marquez back at the plate trying to do some damage here in the bottom of the 5th. Good pitch there from Gamboa, but not called a strike. Just misses outside. The 2-0 pitch from Gamboa. Breaking ball in there for strike number 1. That was a good pitch call, I think, Noah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Definitely not expecting that right there on 2-0. Definitely sitting fastball more than likely.
2-1 pitch. Dots the outside corner for strike 2. The 2-2 pitch from Gamboa. Swung on and lifted high into the air, foul back behind the catcher. Two balls, 2 strikes. And number 2, Danny Marquez at the plate. Fastball misses low and outside, makes the count full.
Had some real good ABs today, kind of taking him deep into some counts for sure. I'd like to see that.
The 3-2 pitch, breaking ball, misses high. So Marquez gets the base on balls.
Here comes a dangerous guy right now.
Yeah, Bryson Lofton up at the plate now for the Lions. Of course, he's leading this team, tied for the lead in home runs, and leading this team by a long shot in average.
He's also one of my guys on
Yeah.
my hall, so
Both your guys know have done a good job today.
doing real good, and I love it.
You taking the credit for that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
This huge AAC matchup between Milligan and Bryan it's been a good game 1 to get things started here this weekend series. Lofton waves at that pitch, evens the count up, a ball and a strike apiece with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th.
It's been a fun start so far to this game. Hopefully a good series to follow up.
Fastball just misses inside. Good pitch there from Gamboa. Doesn't get the call. Looks like they may have some action out there in the bullpen as he works into the 5th inning. The 2-1 pitch on Lofton. Big swing, comes up empty.
You know, he's wanting to do some damage right here with one swing, and he's a guy that can do it for sure, so.
2 balls and 2 strikes here. The pitch from Gamboa. The check swing. And the field umpire says he did not go. So the count is full. Seems like that's been the case here recently.
Yeah, it has. We've been working into some good counts.
Gamboa comes set. Marquez over at first. The pitch to Lofton. This pitch misses low and inside, so back-to-back walks for Gamboa brings up Bass Cooper, a very dangerous hitter in this lineup.
Yeah, and a guy I feel like he's just missed 2 balls today. Like that one out to left center, and he got him that one to center quite a bit, but still not too much there. And
He still shot it out there pretty far, didn't he?
yeah, about a half inch or so, and that ball is probably going a lot further.
If you look out the outfield alignment, which left to right is Angel Lobo, Anthony Guzman, and Caleb Berry. Berry out there is about a step in front of the warning track.
He is. Isn't he? Yeah.
Which I don't really understand the point of, because if it goes over your head, it's out of the park. So
Yeah.
you're really just giving up anything in front of you. With a runner in scoring position, I don't know that I like the defensive alignment there.
Yeah, because the base hit right here easily scores. There's not even going to be a test at the plate.
Big swing, fouls this one off down the right or down the first baseline. One ball, one strike, one out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2 runners on. Big swing from Cooper, ties him up in his hands.
This has been a little surprising this year. The guy who's hitting better righty than he has lefty, and over the course of his, this going on his 3rd year, so it's 2 full years here. Bryan has not been the story. He's definitely been more of a lefty guy, but this year he's been more of a righty guy. So
I'm hoping by the end of the year things will kind of even out and he'll just be killing it from both sides of the plate.
that would definitely be ideal.
The 1-2 pitch. Fights this one off, stays alive.
I'll say I like that he's grown the hair back.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
too.
Bass's hair when it's flowing.
Gamboa gets the sign. Holt throws down the fingers. Gamboa agrees to the pitch. The pick there nearly gets Marquez. Good timing there.
That was close.
Something you don't see a ton of is those picks to second, but they almost had Marquez there, didn't they?
They did. They had him a nice play drip right there.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high and outside. The count all even again. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The last 3 batters, talking about Bass too, have been deep count or deep ABs, like pitch wise for sure.
Yeah, our hitters are certainly running up Gamboa's pitch count at this point. 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit to right field. Of course, Berry's playing back, but they're going to hold Marquez at third. And, of course, that's going to load the bases with Bradley Prince Jr. at the plate. That ball was hit pretty hard.
It was, but you also got a guy playing on the fence, literally.
And it didn't help either. To Coach Mack's credit over there at third, it looked like it would be a lot closer play at the plate, but Berry didn't field it cleanly out there in right field. So it makes the decision not to send the runner even worse. But
you got Mr. Reliable up, though. So
I was going to say, with 1 out, and if there's 2 outs there, I definitely think you go ahead and try to scratch that run across. But you don't want to kind of get your second out there at the plate either. So
right.
It's one of those hard coaching decisions you have to make. But the bases are going to be all juiced up for Bradley Prince Jr. And Logan Hollett, the catcher, is out there talking to his pitcher, trying to settle him down and prepare him here for this at-bat.
Kind of surprised I don't know, like maybe kind of figured they might bring in a lefty or something. You got back-to-back lefties coming up, and
might be giving that guy warming up the bullpen just a little bit more time too.
Maybe bringing him to face Devin.
The 0-0 pitch. This one misses way wide. Gamboa showing signs of fatigue here in the top of the 5th, or in the bottom of the 5th, sorry.
I'd say he's probably thrown close to 20 pitches this inning alone.
Oh, at
easily.
least. It's probably up there close to 30 at this point.
It very well could be.
That 1-0 fastball misses high and moves the count to 2 balls, no strikes. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. A good opportunity if you're a Lions fan watching at home. This is a great opportunity for your Lions to score. Fastball count. This one's shot just over the outstretched glove of the second baseman. That's easily scoring 2. And Bradley Prince is in there safe. Slides in safely for a 1-out double here in the bottom of the 5th.
Bradley Prince with that ball shot out of a cannon over there above that second baseman's glove. Like I said before that bat, Mr. Reliable comes through.
I'm
He's
glad
just-
that got over Brandon Morello's glove, though, because that would have been a very easy double play. Our runners were going off the bat.
Yeah. When the ball is hit that hard, you don't usually expect it to be caught, though. I will say, 'cause the ball's tattooed.
Yeah, that ball was laced, certainly. So it appears that Jimmy Gamboa's day is come to a halt.
I didn't know that. Cage running for Bass, I guess.
Yeah, Kate. Yeah,
didn't
I'm sorry.
realize
I did barely catch a glimpse of that, but I forgot to mention it. Yeah, Cade Cahoon came in just a minute ago to pinch run. So Milligan going to make the pitching change here in the bottom of the fifth. The Lions take the lead, now leading 6-5 in the bottom of the fifth. But the inning's not over yet. They only have one out. We'll be back to see what happens. Stay tuned for that. Go commercial.
Eli.
Yeah. This guy's bringing it in. I need to figure out who this is.
Number 15.
Austin
Austin,
Maxey.
yeah.
We're back, and Milligan has brought in number 15, Austin Maxey, to try to close out this fifth inning. But Devin Ogg is at the plate. The infield is in with one out. Wide pitch there. Breaking ball doesn't really break much.
No, it did not. There's another guy that can do some damage real quick, too.
Yeah, he's done a little bit of damage already in this game. Maxey is a junior right-handed pitcher, sporting a 2.25 ERA, so he's done pretty good for him so far this year. He's got a lot of work ahead of him, but a good step one is completed. Throws the first strike in there to Devin Ogg.
Looks like he's relying on that off speed a little bit more
Yeah,
than
2 in a row, huh?
to start off the outing.
1 ball, 1 strike. Another breaking ball. This one just misses, though.
Gotta hope Devin lets that ball run into his barrel and gives it a ride on
Yeah.
one of those, maybe. That'd be nice.
2 balls and a strike. 1 down here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch from Maxey. Swung on and hit foul into the parking lot. The count even, 2-2. Maxey comes set. Here's the offering. Breaking ball just misses inside.
You know, I didn't know that Devin came in as a second baseman. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think I do just vaguely remember that.
I just always remember him being an outfielder.
I'll-
He's been a little bit everywhere on this field for them.
I was
though.
here the day that him and Bradley and one of their other friends from Mott College or Mott Community College came in to try out.
Wasn't Cade?
And a check swing there. They're going to say he did not go, so Devin Ogg will reach with the base on balls. Now, Cade was a part of that crew, but there was a pitcher that came with him as well, and he was the only one that didn't end up coming.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
Cade, Bradley Prince, and Devin Ogg all ended up coming to Bryan College. And
Didn't Devin lose like most of his balls in BP?
yeah,
That's what I was told.
I think he did pretty well from what I remember that day.
Yeah.
So the bases are juiced for Owen Naparowski. Breaking ball, breaks into the turf. Puts the count quickly in Naparowski's favor. 1 ball, no strikes as Milligan's going to get that bullpen going once again. Bases juiced here. Playing corners in, double play depth up the middle.
Scared me there for a second.
The ball got by Hollett, but I think it ended up hitting the umpire's arm and kept Cade Cahoon from being able to reach home there on the pass ball, or on the wild pitch, rather. Two balls, no strikes. Hitter's count here for Naparowski. Bases juiced. That one misses inside, so it's a 3-0 count here for Naparowski. Let's see if he has the green light here. Did you give him the green light, Noah?
I'm not going to lie. 3-0, new guy, bases loaded, 1 out probably, honestly.
Here's the pitch from Maxey. That one looked like a breaking ball there, 3-0. That's a bit risky, I would say.
Maybe he's a breaking ball guy, though. Maybe that's like his primary. Because that's what I mean. He's easily thrown it more than he's thrown a fastball.
Yeah, that one broke way out of the zone, and that's going to walk a run in. So now your line's leading 7-5 in the bottom of the 5th. Still only 1 out.
And with a chance to turn the lineup around.
Dante, yeah, right. Dante at the plate now. Fastball misses low. Maxey has been anywhere but the zone since he's come in.
He threw 1 strike to Devin.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one, though.
Bases loaded, the 1-0 pitch. Another ball. This one misses outside. Two balls, no strikes to Dante Morton. Maxey going to have to get into a rhythm here. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball doesn't break, and if you're the Bryan bench over there, you're going to be yelling to take it there. I mean, that would have been a run, guaranteed, if he stays in there and takes the pitch.
Yeah, it would have been. 3-0 count, though, it's still in Dante's favor by a big margin.
Yeah, there's not a shot I'm swinging the bat here.
No.
That one just catches the top part of the zone. That's the first strike he's thrown in a long time.
Yeah. It was a fastball, wasn't off speed.
Austin Maxey comes set. The 3-1 pitch to Morton. That one breaks into the turf, and that's going to walk in another run. The Lions putting on here in the bottom of the 5th. Extend the lead to 8-5.
Now you're getting to a point where this game we could flip this game around big time right here. We already have a little bit, but we could really almost break it open for us.
Maxey's 1 mistake pitch away from this game getting broken open. You're right. The lineup flips over. Parker Cosby at the dish, hitting well over 400 on the season. This one misses wide, and Maxey continues to struggle to find the zone.
Yeah, I would think might go talk to a guy after 3 straight walks when only 2 strikes thrown to those. Obviously something's not right.
If you're a pitcher here at this point, there's not much you can really adjust mechanically, but maybe just don't hold on to the ball as long. And
foul ball.
I think they're going to call a foul ball there. It doesn't look like, I guess Cosby didn't drop the bat behind him.
Guess not.
Hey, if you're Maxey, you'll take anything at this point.
Yeah. It's a gimme strike, but like you said, he's looking for any strike he can get it.
Bases loaded, the 1-1 pitch from Maxey. That fastball's in there for a strike. Maybe that's all he needed was to catch a little break there.
I hope not. I hope that's not how you get it going. It may be.
The 1-2 pitch on its way. That one's high and tight. No good there from Maxey. Evens the count up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still only 1 down.
I think he's going to the fastball more now. He's kind of switching it up on us. So I don't really know what you're looking for here because after the first 2 batters, I'd say looking for off speed, but now I don't really know what he's going to throw.
I think that he's going to try to set up that high and tight fastball with an off speed, and that's exactly what he did. The count is full, and the man who hardly ever strikes out is up at the plate. Of course, he's had a few, as I say that, I'm looking at the stats here. He's had a few more strikeouts than typical. The full count from Cosby.
Oh.
This one's lifted down the left field line. It's going back, but it's foul. 2, but an RBI there for Parker Cosby extends the lead 9-5. So 2 down here. Two runners still in scoring position for Daniel Dryden. First pitch from Maxey is just a bit low.
Another guy right here who could almost break it open again.
Yeah.
So
It's already a 4-run game after this big 5-run inning from the Lions. Dryden sends this one way into the dusk sky. Shortstop is back and catches it. Good play there from Andrew Mateus for out number 3. But not before the Lions do their damage in the bottom of the 5th. They score 5 and take a 9-5 lead. We'll be back for the top of the 6th. Stay tuned for that. We're back, and after a long break, Tanner Everett's going to take the mound once again. He'll be facing the designated hitter for Milligan and Casey Hare.
yeah, you know they're going to try to ride him out as long as they can.
Hare shoots this one foul, strike 1. Of course, Milligan University came into this one 10-3, 2-1 in conference after a series win against Columbia International last week. So we knew coming into this game, Noah, that this one was going to be a big one.
Yeah, for sure. I really want to say at one point, or they could be now. I think they were receiving votes at some point this year, maybe right now. Because
Really?
I think I was talking to a few guys, and that's what they were talking about. And this is supposed to be a really good Milligan team, and it is.
The 0-2 pitch from Everett just misses outside. One ball, two strikes here. Everett just misses outside. So Harris worked the count back to 2-2.
That was not very far off.
Pitch from Everett. Flared foul from Hare. Casey Harris had a pretty good season so far, no, hitting .342 on the year, 7 RBIs, or 8 RBIs. So, sorry, I'm reading the wrong stat. He's hitting .371 on the year with 8 RBIs and a home run to his name.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good year so far. I mean, definitely above a 350 average is really nice to have. He's hitting .371, so he also got a pretty good slugging percentage in there too, but not many bombs. So he definitely probably gaps quite a bit.
2-2 pitch, and after Everett starts that bat 0-2, he's falling behind now. Count is all full.
Yeah, you really hope he doesn't lose him here. Last thing you want to do.
The 3-2 pitch. This is just outside, so Casey Hare works the count back and draws the base on balls. So that brings up Caleb Berry, the right fielder for Milligan. He's had a good game so far in this one.
Yeah, he has. A few good plays on defense and a launch to go along with that. Oh, my.
He sends this one into left field on a sharp base hit. And moving base to base here with no outs in the top of the 6th.
He doesn't really miss the baseball when he swings and makes contact with it. He pieces it up pretty good. He doesn't really get on top of it or get under it. He just squares it up nice.
So the Milligan Buffs working here in the top of the 6th. Still, of course, a 9-5 ball game. Your Lions leading, but they're trying to make some noise here late in the game. Everett just misses inside there.
I missed inside. I missed low. I didn't think it was.
I don't know.
Same spot.
Yeah, that one misses as well. So the count is 2 balls, no strikes, and Everett struggling just a little bit here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, and command issue again. There you go.
Fires one in there for strike 1.
This is his 4th inning, right? Going to be his 4th inning?
Yes, yeah, he's working 3+ innings now. This will be his 4th inning of work if he gets through this. This one's sent sharply down the left field line, but foul, so no damage done. Jack Sutton, who's up to bat, is 0 for 1 on the day, but he's drawing a base on ball. And he strikes out this time, so Everett, good answer there.
That was a big pitch for him. Oh, I'm gonna go talk to him, I guess.
And I guess there's the bullpen for the Lions is working.
I think they're taking him out, or you think they're gonna? No, it didn't look like it. Just gonna talk to him.
It's a righty-on-righty matchup here, so I can't imagine they'd be looking to take him out. Unless there's just something they see. They feel like they may have a better matchup with someone in the bullpen. But that doesn't appear to be the case. Looks like Coach Max is giving a little bit of a pep talk there.
Interesting time to do it after he walked 2 guys and struck out a guy. Then he talked to him. But
So I think this Logan Hullett's done a little bit of damage. He's 1 for 1 on the day with 2 RBIs, that home run early on in the game. So perhaps they're just talking a little bit of strategy on how to attack this hitter.
Definitely could be. Good point. 'Cause you know they're going to try to ride Tanner as long as they can. I mean, possibly go another inning after this one. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Yeah, I'm curious as to who's working out there in the bullpen. I'm going to try to get word for that for those who are listening or viewing. Good pitch there has Hullett swinging, fouls it off.
No, one name that comes to mind is definitely Jared Price. Could be a strong possibility of being out there.
Yeah, that is true. You've got basically, 8 outs left in this game. Big swing there from Hullett. He doesn't connect. 0-2 now.
Possibly see a Allman appearance too. There's
That's
a few
true.
guys out there that who could very easily be out there right now.
I'm almost wondering though if they bring in another lefty. I don't know. This lineup favors the righties, but
Chris Bain maybe.
Chris Bain or maybe even Camden Fuquay.
I would say more likely Camden if it's lefty. I don't really think you'd see Chris Bain this early in
No,
the game.
probably not. We'll find out for you maybe in between innings. That pitch misses low, so the count's moved to 2-2, and this is what Everett did earlier against a couple hitters ago. I'm trying to remember who it was against. Maybe Hare. Was it Casey Hare? Yeah, it was the DH who he was up 0-2 and then he fell back. But this one's lined right back to him. And what a play over there by Danny Marquez. Tanner Everett fielded it and was trying to turn two, but he threw it high. But Danny Marquez stuck with the play and got the guaranteed one out at second base.
Those are, Tanner's upset, but I mean, he got an out though, so you can't be too mad at yourself for that. I mean, I know you want to make a better throw than that, but
man, I cannot stress how big of a play that was from Danny Marquez.
That was a really athletic play too. He
Yeah.
got up there and was able to get that foot stretched out and down. Pitchers panic a lot on those,
Yeah, being a pitcher, I know that's anytime the ball's in your hands when you're not actually throwing the ball to the plate, it seems to be a stressful situation.
Everybody says throw the ball to the bag, and it just seems like they never throw the ball to the bag. They're always throwing it to the person.
Yeah, it's weird. You can throw the ball over a 17-inch plate, but when it comes to doing that, it's a little bit more difficult. Everett gets the ground ball there, the easy out at second, gets the third out of the inning. So he avoids further damage. The score remains 9-5 after the top of the sixth. We'll be back. Stay tuned for more baseball action here in mountainous Dayton, Tennessee.
Go, Tony, go.
Oh, nice jacket. Where'd you get that? I don't know, but where'd you get it from? Wish I knew who was out there in the bullpen. What? What'd you get to drink? Think so? Well, you better advocate together. I did notice that Bass isn't playing anymore.
Is he not?
I don't think so. I think, I don't know, maybe. I thought maybe Bryson was over there at first.
Could be.
Huh?
It could be. Cause I think they did play him over there on like Sundays. I don't know though.
Pay attention to that. Leading off for this inning is Danny Marquez. Marquez is looking to do a little damage here, starting things off. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a strikeout. Watches the first pitch go by for a ball. No, I can't stress how beautiful of a day it's been. It's been hovering around the 80-degree mark, and it's a beautiful night for baseball.
It's been a great day. I got a little hot because I wore jeans to class today. And I was a little little toasty in that.
The 1-1 pitch. Ooh. Thought that one might have been called a strike. Just misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now. This one's swung on and sent straight up into the night
Catcher
sky.
doesn't see it. He doesn't see it.
Nobody sees it. The first baseman tries to make a play on it, and he can't get to it. So an unorthodox way of getting on base and getting the first hit of the game for Marquez.
It is, and he got a little talking to over there at first when he got there by Dave for not running that out.
Yeah, he might be on second base if he was hustling out of the box.
Possibly.
Of course, if that ball's caught, no one says anything to you about not hustling out of the box.
That's very true. Catcher never saw it, though. As soon as it went in the air, he was looking around.
Yeah, it's hard to see the baseball at this time of the day. Bryson Lofton up at the plate now for the Lions. Runner on.
Is this the same guy pitching for them?
Yeah, still Austin Maxey. The 0-1 pitch misses outside. The Lions looking for some needed insurance runs here late in the game. Can never have too large of a lead. Always takes a little bit of that extra stress off your pitchers as well.
Definitely. I also think it was why they were able to kind of just go throw Tanner out there and not really worry because you have a little bit of a lead, you know?
Yeah, of course. I know when I'm pitching, you have that huge break in between innings. You get a little stiff. Try to get loosened up again, but never did a good job of that. Big swing from Lofton. He shoots this one into the corner. Runner goes first to third, and Lofton flying around the bases and slides in for a no-out double.
That was a huge swing by Bobo right there. And he got every piece of that ball.
Yeah, he ignited that baseball down the line, puts 2 runners in scoring position for Bass Cooper. I'll tell you what, if you're a baseball fan and you've ever heard of throwing a yard card, I'm throwing it right now for Bass Cooper. I think he's going to go yard here.
Pulling the Cody right now,
I'm pulling it, yeah. I'm pulling it.
Put that hat down on the table.
I have to take the headset off to do that. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
This one just misses outside from Maxey. I just think Cooper's due for one.
He is. I mean, he didn't get one last game in the game where there was 10 of them hit, and he's had a few just missed today, so he's going to look to square one up.
This one's hit down the right field line, gets by the first baseman. That's easily going to score 2, and Cooper is chugging for second. And he'll be in there for a stand-up double.
Look at him getting down the second right there.
Man, the Lions firing on all cylinders, aren't they?
They are. The last 2 games, they've scored 31 runs. That is just wild.
That is kind of hard to believe, isn't it? Well, Bass didn't get the home run, but I'll take the 2-out or the 2-run double rather.
I mean, hey, that works.
Bradley Prince Jr. up to the plate once again. He's had a base hit in this game. He's had 2 base hits in this game, a single and a double.
Had a big hit his last debut with that
Yeah,
double.
kind of opened things up, didn't it? He's 2 for 3 on the day. No balls and a strike against Prince. The 0-1 pitch from Maxey. A little back pick to Cooper. And if it was anyone else on the bases, they might have taken third base.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that. When I saw the ball go out there, I just saw it go out there.
I love Bass Cooper but for very good reason. It's better when he hits the ball over the fence. He gets to jog around the bases.
Yep.
The 1-1 pitch to Prince. Another breaking ball. This one misses low as well. Count moves to Prince's favor. 2 balls and a strike here. Still no outs. A runner in scoring position. The 2-1 pitch. That one's in there. Top of the zone for a strike.
Let's see Brad unload on that one maybe. But
The 2-2 pitch. Into the turf for ball 3. So the count is full, and Maxey is finding himself in trouble once again.
We've been working counts really well today. That's been a big part, I think, of kind of our success in this game.
The 3-2 pitch. And I'll tell you, I thought that might have been a strike.
I'll take it though. No, there ain't no doubt about that. But that one did seem to be there for sure.
I don't know if it was high. I don't see much argument from Milligan, so he's got the umpire's definitely got a lot better view from where he is than I do. It looks like coach for Milligan's going to come out there and make another pitching change.
Yeah, you'd imagine his day probably would be done looking out there, yeah.
Yeah, but he's going to call to the bullpen. And with that, we're going to take a short commercial break. We'll be back. Score 11-5, Lions leading.
They're running for Bass again.
After the pitching change, Creed Worker from Milligan's going to be in, the sophomore right-handed pitcher. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings this season, has yet to give up a run.
Hopefully we change that.
Devin Ox shows bunt. And Alex Rollins is into pinch run for Bass Cooper there at second base. He has to get back quickly as Holick tries to throw him out.
Does that take Bass out of the game, or can he still?
I don't think has he been? Yeah, he's been pitch ran for twice, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably will take him out of the game.
It's interesting to me. 11-5. I mean, obviously you want to get as much hope as you can, but
yeah,
just don't really know about taking that bat out right now.
But of course, you also add if you're going to bring in Alex Rollins, you add a really good glove to the outfield.
You do. You probably move Bobo to first, Dryden to third, and put him out there.
Yeah, put Alex out there in center if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Ox shows bunt once again. He's going to watch this one go by for a strike, though. That probably would have been the best one to bunt.
Yeah, probably. I'd like to see him do some damage. You know he can without bunting, so hopefully he gets his pitch right here.
The 1-2 pitch. The check swing. No, they're going to say he went around.
unfortunate.
So that'll be the first out of the inning for the Lions. That's going to bring up Owen Naparowski. So that's a big out, number one, for Creed Worker.
Definitely.
He's a pretty trusted relief pitcher for them. This is already his 5th appearance of the year, showing up more than anybody else in their
No runs. How many innings?
7 2/3 now.
Yeah. That's impressive.
The pitch from Worker just misses. Naparowski ahead, 1 ball, no strikes.
I feel like he may have missed a big play right there. I'm thinking.
Yeah, because that shortstop was covering second when the pitch was thrown.
Yeah.
Pitch on its way. The runners are taking off. They're going to throw it to second.
Wow.
And what a throw there from Holick. Gets Bradley Prince Jr. there at second for out number 2.
It's a big out for them. Real big out for them, honestly.
And honestly, that's the only throw that would have gotten Prince. Prince was almost beat the play there, but the throw was right on the money.
I don't know who covered second or short. They didn't move their glove though.
No,
It was just catch and leave it there.
It was a bang play, but what a throw there from Logan Hullett. 2 balls and a strike here on Naparowski. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing by Naparowski. Third baseman fields it, fires it over there for out number 3. The Lions tack across 2 more. Extend the lead 11-5. Stay tuned. We'll be back. I did say, no, that's my freaking guy. What it was.
Game's been fast.
The last 2 have been kind of slow, but
Yeah.
it's only the 7th inning. Let's go, Cam!
Are you the one putting everything on
Gosh, I love him.
Sometimes it's hard to do it and talk. I
Do what?
get like trying to do this and talk.
Oh, yeah.
And Dryden's such a versatile player. It's nice. Dryden. I think he can almost play anywhere except for like catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Center. Alex is a really good defender.
Mm-hmm. Are you? That's sad.
So, you know.
I'll see you in a little bit. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and get back on here. We're back just a few moments away before the top of the 7th inning, and one of my best friends here is on the mound for the Lions, Camden Fuqua. If Mr. Fuqua is watching, thank you for tuning in. I'm sure you are. One of the guys I like to talk to about commentating. He's Camden's dad, Rick, is He's a lot of fun to talk to. I can see where the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But Camden, he's had 1 appearance, 2 innings, only giving up 1 hit with 2 strikeouts, no runs. Second appearance of the year. First pitch is a strike, swung on, fouled off.
Yeah, I'd say Cam's a pretty big clubhouse guy, so there's not a guy in that dugout right now who's not just absolutely rooting for him to go out and shove right now. Everybody loves him.
Yeah, he is surely loved among this program. That is for sure. The 0-1 pitch just misses inside. He's going to be facing 1, 2, 3 here in Morello, Lobo, and Spano. So he's not going to have an easy go at it his first inning.
No, but I think he'll be all right.
The 1-1 pitch. Fastball there outside corner, strike 2. Fuquay comes set. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Beautiful pitch there on the outer part of the plate for strike 3.
Froze him up completely.
I don't know if he must have been expecting off speed there.
Yeah.
But he just dotted that fastball.
He did.
Angel.
He sits?
He's mid-80s kind of guy.
I thought so. I didn't know.
His first appearance of the year, though, his first inning, I think he was 85, 87. So
Really?
he can get it up there.
I think he's definitely gained a good amount of velo since his freshman year,
Yeah.
for sure.
I think he's gotten up to 88 or so
Wow.
this year. So, yeah.
It's big from the left side to have that.
He can get it on up there, that's for sure. Falls a little bit behind here against Lobo, 2-0. Fuquay comes set here. The 2-0 pitch misses inside once again, just kind of yanking a little bit across the plate.
Yeah. Camden's last appearance was at home too, wasn't it?
Yeah, against Rio Grande.
That's right.
The 3-0 pitch from Fuquay. That one misses, and Lobo thinks about taking off for 2. The ball kind of squirted away there from Cosby, but the base on balls will put Lobo at first and bring up a dangerous hitter in Braden Spano.
I'm already going to talk to him. Is it the next guy who's a lefty? Maybe not.
Anthony Guzman is who's on deck.
Yeah, they do have 8 lefties. I thought it was middle lineup. Maybe
I want to say I think it's Casey Hare, the designated hitter, that may be a lefty. Anthony Guzman on deck is a righty. So 2 righties he'll be facing here. But he's a ground ball away, of course, from getting out of this inning quickly. One of Camden's downfalls, and he would admit to this, is his command. But over this past fall and into the spring, he's really improved in that area. With the 4-pitch walk there, and have to kind of find his rhythm once again.
That one looked like he didn't miss by much.
Spano watches the first one go by for a ball. The count is 1-0, 1 down here in the top of the 7th. Big pitch there, big swing, doesn't connect. It counts even. A ball and a strike apiece.
Easy can get a ground ball right here and get out of this inning.
Fuquay comes set. Spano at the dish. The 1-1 pitch misses just a little low and inside. Falls behind the count, 2-1 now. Of course, Bass Cooper out of the game, so they shift around the defense a little bit. Bryson Lofton over there at first, Daniel Dryden at third, and Alex Rollins in center field. Fuquay again misses inside. He's going to kind of have to make a pitch release adjustment, if anything, just maybe trying to release that ball a little bit earlier.
They missing inside a lot. And just
Mhm.
kind of missing right there. Not really anywhere else. Not down or up or nothing. Just in.
The 3-1 pitch. Big pitch there. Spano fouls it off back behind Cosby. Counts all full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. 6-run game. Lions leading 11-5 here in the top of the 7th. Another big pitch, but Spano fouls it off once again, staying alive. A little shaken up. I think he fouled it off his leg there.
That never feels good. That's always the worst. Just hope Cam makes a big pitch right here and gets this guy out at least.
Yeah, this is a big at-bat, of course, facing the heart of the lineup right now. Spano's the 3-hole hitter. Guzman is the cleanup hitter. And Guzman sent one deep earlier in this game. The full count pitch up the middle. Dante fields it over to 2 for 1, over to
Boom.
first for the double play.
Big play right there.
And Fuquay gets out of it. Gets the ground ball, does the job. No damage done at the top of the 7th. The score remains 11-5. Big momentous defensive play there for the Lions. Stay tuned for more baseball action here in Dayton, Tennessee.
That was huge.
That was. I woke up, my back was hurting. You getting tired or something? New pitcher? I do, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 14?
Oh, yeah, he isn't turning around. I think so.
Do you have laundry to do?
Pretty sure it's 14.
Joe. Hey, phonics lady, how would you pronounce that? DeCarme? I think I'm gonna go with DeCarme. Huh? Lions have 9-1-2 part of their order up. And the Buffs have a new pitcher in. Number 14, Joe DeCarme, the junior right-handed pitcher. He's had an appearance in this season. This will be his second of the year. Big swing from Morton, chops it over there into the 6-hole for a leadoff single.
That works.
It was just out of the reach of both the third baseman and Mateus, the shortstop.
You get a guy like that, any way he gets on is big. Especially lead off an inning to flip the lineup. It's really big.
Yeah, the lineup, you're right, Noah, is flipped over, and Cosby will be at the plate. Runner on first after the leadoff single from Dante Morton. Big sweeping slider there from DeCarme, misses wide. Of course, a base threat over there, still a stolen base threat over there, and Dante Morton at first.
Definitely. Could be a hit and run chance maybe. I don't know.
Big gap over there on the right side of the field, that's for sure. Big swing from Cosby. Comes up with nothing. Counts 1-1. DeCarme set the pitch. This is outside. Ball 2. Cosby has struggled a little bit in this game after hitting 2 home runs in the last game. He's 0 for 4 on the day, but he has an RBI. When the bases were loaded, he kind of nubbed one over there to second earlier in the game.
That's right, he did.
The 2-1 pitch, sweeping slider, the back picker over there to Morton. Nearly had him.
That was a little bit closer than you'd like for it to be, that's for sure.
I'll tell you, Logan Hollett, the catcher from Milligan, he's on top of his game back there.
Yeah, he is.
He's done a really good job with the running game. He's not afraid to throw it around either, is he?
He is not.
The 3-1 pitch, Cosby sends this one into left field. The left fielder camps out under it and catches it for out number 1. That'll send Morton back to first.
Dryden's had a good game, though, today, for sure.
Yeah, Dryden continues to impress. He's gone 2 for 4 on the day with an RBI and also a run scored. We were talking in between innings how versatile Dryden is. He's started in center field, and Morton took off, but this one's fouled off. We'll send him back to first. Dryden started in center field, but he came into third after Bass Cooper was subbed out of the game.
Yep. I think he started at third last game. I think he made his way to short and then made his way to the outfield all in the same game. So he just
Yeah, he'll bounce around, that's for sure.
They just tell him to go play somewhere, and he goes out there and produces. That's for sure.
The 0-1 pitch from DeCarme, slider, misses outside. Count is 1-1, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch on its way, fastball outside corner, strike 2.
It'd be real nice to get another run here in this inning, you know.
Yeah, it would. And no, I was just thinking about how fast this game seemed to go at the first part, and it's kind of had a little bit of a lull in the action.
It definitely has.
Morton takes off, good throw, but
Wow.
Morton slides in there safely.
For that ball to have been thrown where it was and being an off-speed, he still made it relatively close.
I'll tell you, Logan Hollett is a great catcher. It's never easy to throw Dante Morton out anyway, and
No shot.
he made that one a lot closer than it should have been.
Really like to add something right here.
2-2 pitch, Dryden swings, fouls it off.
You know, scoring all these runs the last 2 games, you really hope they don't slow down the rest of the series. Hope they just keep rolling.
Keep adding to him, huh?
Mm-hmm. Dante's making them work out there. He's making them worry.
Yeah, they're keeping him close. They're doing a good job kind of keeping him contained there at second.
Yeah. Looking, the right fielder's on the warning track again for righty.
They've been playing deep all day in the outfield.
Oh,
Dryden
my.
sends this one
Oh,
deep.
my.
There's 216 stitches on a baseball, and he caught every single one of them. Gone.
That was crushed. And that went over the light pole.
Jeez.
It's his second of the game. That's his 5th in the last 2 games.
Daniel Dryden is going insane.
Talking about adding a run right there. That's a nice way to do it.
He said, add a run? Noah, how about 2?
Yeah. He's hot right now. That man is on fire.
That is unbelievable.
And that ball was sent deep into the night. Golly.
Danny Marquez up there swinging freely at the first pitch.
He's on a roll right now.
Man,
And like for his last one, I mean, he hit it over the scoreboard, so he's hitting the ball everywhere. It don't matter where.
Yeah, he really is. 2 big swings from Marquez, both fouled off. He's trying to join the party, isn't he?
Yeah, I know he'd like to. I wouldn't mind to see his celebration if he does, because I love when he hits one.
Oh my goodness,
He gets into it.
Marquez is 1 for 3 on the day. He's got 2 runs scored as well. Oh, 2 pitch. Fastball just misses outside. After that 2-run bomb from Dryden, the score is now 13-5. It almost matches the hit totals as well. Lions have 13 hits, 13 runs. The Buffs have 6 hits with 5 runs. Dryden shoots this, or Marquez shoots this one past the shortstop into left field for a 1-out single.
I think with that, he took the lead back with home runs, right? Dryden did?
Yeah.
Because I know him and Bobo were
Bobo's
playing
gonna
catch-up.
Yeah, Bryson Lofton. Some know him as
yeah.
Bobo.
Yeah, that's my bad.
No, it's okay. It's what he's known as for the baseball program at least. They've been battling just in today's game for the home run leader on the team, and Bobo Bright Kylie. No, look what you did. You made me start calling him.
I can't help it. It's just natural now.
Bryson, he had an answer earlier in the game and matched it back with a home run for himself. So we'll see if he can do that again here.
Definitely would not mind to see him answer it again. That'd be huge.
The 1-0 pitch, swung on, lifted high down the third base line, but it'll reach foul territory.
That third base side, I feel like we have a lot of territory over there. If you hit a pop fly over there, because it kind of does that little dip towards the dugout from the outfield fence.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of territory over there. It's scary anytime someone hits a ball over there.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Bryson sends this one high into left center field.
Oh.
Lobo misplays the ball and drops it.
Wow. He didn't even touch it, I don't think.
Wow. So I guess he maybe lost it in the night sky, and Angel Lobo misplays the ball, and that one drops in. So now we'll have 2 runners on.
Is that a hit?
No,
I wouldn't imagine that would be a hit.
That's got to be an error. Yeah.
Kind of what I was talking about earlier. No knock on Alex and him swinging the bat, but Bass being up right now would be huge. I've seen Alex hit a few off the top of the wall. That's no doubt about that. I wouldn't mind him doing that again here.
Yeah, and Rollins would certainly like to add to his resume for hitting here. Jacob Gilbert into pinch run for Bryson Lofton over there at first.
I love when we pinch run people because it's just you look in the dugout and you point at somebody and they're pinch running.
Rollins sends this one into right field. Marquez is going to tag.
Oh, wow.
And what a throw from right field.
Oh, my.
I'll tell you, no wonder Caleb Berry has been playing on the warning track with that arm, and no wonder Coach Mack didn't send Danny earlier in the game.
He very well may have been thrown out on that earlier today. I didn't.
What an arm.
I mean, that ball got to the second baseman quick.
So 2 outs, runners at the corners. Bradley Prince Jr. at the plate.
Oh.
The check swing, sends it over there to Mateus at short. Going to have a tough play.
Oh.
And Bradley Prince is safe. Gilbert tries to make a play out of it and is thrown out at third.
Got the run, though, right?
Yeah, the run would count because it wasn't a force out.
Right.
So Bradley Prince Jr. will get the RBI, but the last out is made at third, which is the cardinal sin in baseball. But 3 more runs tacked on. The score is 14-5 after 7. Stay tuned for more baseball. That's crazy.
I mean, that ball was hit. That was over the freaking.
He's so good. He's so good.
That was over the light pole.
What were you saying? Weirdo. Is it nice? Come on closer.
I can see the game. If I skip this, I can't see the game.
I'm getting bored. You can tell if you're talking to yourself. It's almost over. Top of the 8th. I love Cam. What was that?
Conversation with your dad and
The conversation we just had?
a text.
Oh.
I do that sometimes.
All right, too. You like my nene? We're back for the top of the 8th inning. Camden Fuquay remains in the game for the Lions.
Camden Ren.
Oh, my goodness.
I have too many nicknames. It's hard not to call the guys. It's hard to call the guys by the right name when I'm on here.
That's funny. First pitch misses low and outside. Anthony Guzman, the cleanup hitter for Milligan at the plate. The 1-0 pitch. This one
Ooh.
misses inside. That's been his miss since he's been in, hasn't it?
It has been since, I don't know. Definitely having some trouble with that. I don't know. See, I'm not a pitcher, but I know, like, a lot of times when, I don't know, guys miss in, it's easy to say, move to the other side of the mound. I don't know if that actually is effective or not. But, I mean, he does set up in.
He does. He catches the outside corner that time, so made the adjustment. Dots the fastball in the outside corner. The count is 2-1 now. Guzman digs in. Fuquay with the pitch. Big swing, fouled off. Count on square, 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. The 2-2 pitch to Guzman.
Wow.
Big slider there, has him waving at it. Sends him packing for strike 3.
That's a big comeback right there for Cam.
I like that little front door slider there.
Yeah, that was nice.
Fuquay's fastball and slider mix, they don't have a ton of velo difference. I know when he was pitching earlier this spring, he was like an 87 fastball and 80-81 slider. So that speed difference, it's kind of hard to pick up that break if you're a hitter.
That could be real tough, too.
You know, it looks like a
Yeah.
fastball all the way, and then just you saw there to Guzman, just broke there at the last second.
Right his back knee.
Looks like a pinch hitter in here for Milligan. Good pitch there from Fuquay.
Number 25.
Number 25, that's Jaden Stiegel, the graduate middle infielder for Milligan. Pinch hitting for Casey Hare, the DH in today's game. The 0-2 pitch from Fuquay, outside corner, strike 3. Has him frozen at the plate.
Started talking about him missing in, and he said, all right, time for me to adjust.
And I'm sure Mr. Rick Fuquay is tuning in, and of course, love that guy to death. And no, I don't know if you know this about him, but he's a Jay Billis lookalike.
Yeah, oh, I did. I think I have heard y'all talk about that
Yeah,
before.
I mean, he looks identical to him.
I have definitely heard that.
The first time I saw him, I reached in my pockets to grab the pen to see if he could give me an autograph. The 1-0 pitch from Fuquay on its way. That one misses low and outside. Caleb Berry ahead here, 2-0.
Yeah, Barry, he doesn't look like a very big guy, but mashed the ball today and has a rocket of an arm. And it's just like, wow.
He does. He has a bazooka out there. The 2-0 pitch. Big swing from Berry, comes up empty. Fastball blows it by him there.
Is he their leadoff?
No, Caleb Berry's a 6-hole.
Really?
Yeah, playing right field, of course. 2-1 fastball misses high. Count is in Berry's favor, 3-1, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. The Lions 4 outs away from winning this first game of the 3-game series.
You know Cam wants to just go ahead and get this guy out and not have to face anybody else. For this inning, at least.
3-1 pitch on its way, misses low. So Fuqua walks Berry and will now have to face Jake Sutton, the third baseman. Sutton has gone pretty quiet here today. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a base on balls. Fastball blows it by him there. 0-1. No balls and a strike, 2 down. Fuqua comes set. The pitch on its way. Strike 2 called on the inside part of the plate.
There you go. Now he's at the mercy of Cameron. Whatever he wants to throw here, he can.
Way ahead. The 0-2 pitch from Fuqua. Fastball just misses high there. Maybe tried to gas him up just a little bit.
Yeah, that one's throwing a little more oomph.
Yeah. Berry over there at first with a pretty conservative lead. The 1-2 pitch. Digs the slider out of the ground. It's in the no man's land over there. Marquez is back on it and catches it for out number 3. So Fuqua working well, gives up none here in the top of the 8th. The Lions still leading 14-5. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned. And put on a commercial.
I wonder who they're going to bring in.
Right, they'll probably scroll down. 45. Who was that? Dang it.
I'm not sure. He's lefty.
We're back. Devin Ogg up to start things off in the bottom of the 8th. Breaking ball there as Devin fooled a little bit. The swing and bunt. Hole at the play over there to first for out number 1.
Almost beat it out.
Again, Hollett does a good job there behind the plate.
He does.
New pitcher in for Milligan, but he's yet to put his name in the stat sheet. So I guess this is his first appearance of the day. Trying to get a name there from the Milligan fans watching. Naparowski up at the plate. Fastball misses high. The 1-0 pitch to Naparowski. Breaking ball, doesn't break quite enough.
It's a big breaking ball.
This is number 45, Caleb Orr, pitching for Milligan. Fastball misses high once again. So Naparowski's way ahead here. 3 balls, no strikes. Grayson Whaley alongside Noah Bradshaw bringing you tonight's presentation of baseball. Your Lions leading 14-5. Fastball in there for strike 1. Wherever you're tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in and watching this live stream. If you are a fan of Bryan Athletics, visit the BryanLions.com website today. You can find all things Bryan Athletics, from schedules to rosters to stats, anything you'd like. Visit the Bryan Lions website today.
Now, speaking of Bryan Athletics, boys and girls today both big wins in the first round of conference tournaments, basketball-wise. So that was nice to see.
Yeah, always good to see when we beat Tennessee Wesleyan.
Definitely. Oh.
Naparowski shoots it down third base. Great play there by Sutton, but he just can't get up and get a handle out of his glove. So Naparowski will reach safely. Dante Morton will be up at the plate. And Jacob Hamilton is going to be running bases now. Pinch running for Owen Naparowski.
I think they really do just turn around, and whoever they see first, they're like, go out there and run.
Well, in the game against Lindsey Wilson, Camden Fuqua, who's pitching right now, was running. He showed off some speed, too.
He did.
First to home.
On a gapper, yeah.
Pitch to Morton in there, strike 1. Good fastball there from Orr. Orr getting the sign from Hullett. He agrees, come set. Picks it off, keeping Hamilton honest over there.
Of course, Hamilton's got some experience. I mean, he came in as a two-way.
Yep.
So he's no strangers running the bases for sure.
Played on JV as a two-way for a couple of years as well before getting called up to varsity.
Yep.
Morton watches strike 2 there on the inner part of the plate, so he's behind the count. No balls and a pair of strikes. The 0-2 pitch for Moore. Big breaking ball. Just misses.
You know, Hamilton, kind of a fast guy. I don't think they'd steal him, but
No, probably not with a 9-run lead. They're keeping him honest over there.
That. Kind of don't really run when you're up a certain amount.
Yeah, the Lions are only 3 outs away from taking game 1 of this 3-game set. The 1-2 pitch, swung on. Dante sends this one into shallow right field. Barry comes in and catches it for out number 2.
I think that's they scored 34 runs the last 2 games. Is that right?
Yeah, 20 in the game against Lindsey Wilson and 14 in this one.
Just hope they don't slow down now. Keep that rolling into this series. And
yeah, don't use all your runs up for this game.
yeah, I know. You hate when you do that. When you beat a team real bad the first game, then it's like, well, what if we don't score again?
And tomorrow it'll be a 2-1 game.
Yeah, well, 1-0.
Cosby watches the first one from Orr go by for a ball.
Of course, we'll have Moylan on the mound tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we should have Moylan on the mound.
If our hitters hit the ball like they are tonight, we'll could coast to a win tomorrow with him on the mound. That's the way he's been pitching.
Yeah, if he does what he's been doing. Of course, if I had to guess, it would probably be Moylan and Cam Harvey starting for us tomorrow. Both lefties. Both pretty good at what they do.
Yeah, they are.
The 1-0 pitch for Moore. Fastball in there inside corner. Cosby is yet to join the hit party here tonight. He's 0 for 5 on the day.
Really?
So he'd like to at least go into this next game with a little bit of momentum at the plate.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe get a base knock here to get things going for him.
He hit the ball fairly well his first two ABs, just kind of on the ground right at the third baseman.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate, but.
The 2-1 pitch. Big breaking ball doesn't break quite enough.
He got a very big breaking ball. That thing's loopy.
Uh-huh. The 3-1 pitch for Moore. Fastball tattooed down the line, but it's going to be fouled.
Well, Hamey's going to be going on this one.
Yeah, the payoff pitch. So full count, 2 outs. That means the runner will be on the move, as Noah mentioned.
I'm not going to hold him on, it don't look like either, unless they try to run a pick play.
Cosby shoots this one down the line, but it's fouled off as well. So Cosby digs in once again for the payoff pitch, or gets the sign, come set.
Anything ball in the gap here probably scores Hamilton.
The payoff pitch on its way. There, gets past Sutton off the glove.
Oh.
The ball's right there in front.
This is a really good read by Hamilton right there.
And Hamilton goes first to third on the inevitable hit and run. So that'll count as a hit, and that'll be Cosby's official RSVP to the hit party.
Yeah, it will. Now the guy's up right now.
Oh my goodness! Imagine this: back-to-back 3 home run games. Has that ever been done?
Probably, if it has, it hasn't been a lot. That's for sure.
Or comes set, the lefty. Fastball gets by, hole at the trusty catcher.
Hamilton's flying down that line right there.
Hamilton scores on the pass ball. Oh yeah, the run rule is in place for tonight's game.
Yep.
So Dryden doesn't get the chance to go back-to-back 3 home run nights. And the Lions are going to officially win this one 15-5. Noah, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
I mean, you saw the start of the game, a little bit of a rough start by Buffington. Couldn't control the fastball. Throwing it good today, though, which I hope he builds on, but couldn't really control it much. And Fierre's there made a miss, but, I mean, after that first inning, our offense said, hey, we're here. And they didn't look back. I mean, it didn't take very long for that offense to get rolling, and once it did not look back. So
no, they really didn't. And to your point, after Buffington's 2 innings where he gave up 4 runs, the pitching staff together combined after that gave up 1 run overall.
And it was a solo home run.
Yeah, so I mean, overall, I think both offensively and defensively, the Lions played really well tonight.
A very good game. Another offense. I didn't know how well it would be like in terms of power wise and scoring a lot in terms of recent years, but they've proven this year that they can score. They can score. Like they're gonna hit the ball. They're gonna hit it out of the park apparently too, because I mean they're just unloading on baseballs left and right. So just a really good start to the season so far.
Yeah, and I thought Jimmy Gamboa, the starting pitcher from Milligan, did a really good job as well for a good portion of the game. He just there kind of late into his appearance started to struggle and ended up with unfortunately for him, a pretty poor stat line, 4 1/3 innings, 8 earned runs on 8 hits and 3 walks, and only 1 strikeout as well. As a pitching staff total, or I guess for the offense for the Lions only struck out twice all day.
Really?
Yeah, so they did really well at the plate. And, of course, almost everybody in the starting lineup. In fact, I do think after Cosby got that late hit, everybody in the starting lineup finished with a hit. So
series for them, and they go in first 2 series of the year against relatively good teams. I mean, Milligan especially, very good team this year. You go in and you take both of those series, and that's just a strong start to the season. And say, hey, look, the Bryans are here, or the Lions are here, not
Yeah.
the Bryans. My bad, but I mean they're playing, they're rolling right now, and
They
as long as
are.
they keep it going, this is a dangerous team right now.
They really are a dangerous team. I really do think that. We'll be back here tomorrow for a 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock doubleheader, so we'll see you then. Of course, tune in. Thank you so much for watching this presentation of Bryan College Baseball. The Lions win this one 15-5. For Grayson Whaley and Noah Bradshaw, God bless and good night. Well, good job.
Thanks, babe.
Fun. Oh, it's so good this year.
I don't know, dude. Their offense just Oh, my knees.